Welcome to what is probably the most random video we've ever done here on this channel. So this is the High Desert Lockbox. It's a little $20 Walmart safe, and believe it or not, this was not just a video idea that I came up with. You might notice a little piece of cord that's still hanging out of the side, and yes, it is cut. That's because I do not remember the combination to this thing, and I had this attached to my bed frame for like 5 or 6 years. Recently I moved, and when I went to take the safe off of the bed frame, I realized that I'd forgot the combination. I looked everywhere for it, couldn't find it, looked online for ways to reset it, and I couldn't find anything. So I decided I'm gonna come out here and try to shoot this thing open and see how tough a $20 Walmart safe really is, and figured why not bring you guys along. The twist to this video is I don't know what's in this thing. I know there's not a gun in it. I'm just not sure what could be in it. I do not remember if I put anything in it. It might be empty, or there might be some really important top secret documents. I'm not sure. So I'm sure we could just take this thing into the garage and pry it open with a crowbar, but I think by now you guys know me better than that. So this could be a short video, or it could be a really long video, depending on how hard this thing is to open. I have a bunch of different guns out here, so let's start shooting it. So we could have just set this thing on a table or something and shot it that way, but I kind of wanted to suspend it off the ground so we could really see these bullet impacts. So what I came up with is a piece of string tied between these two trees, and then I put a little loop right there around the knob. So hopefully we don't have to shoot that part of the safe. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So we're obviously gonna start small and work our way up. The most important thing here is probably gonna be shot placement, which I'm kind of worried about with the pistols, but maybe we'll get to see how bulletproof it is in the process. So starting with the 22 long rifle out of the Taurus PT-22. We'll do this one one-handed. So you can see there, just a tiny little dent from the 22. It might have hit it at kind of an angle based off the bullet splatter there, but obviously no damage, and it did not penetrate all the way through. Next up, 9mm out of the SIG P365 XL. So you can see it blew off the combination and the doorknob right here. That's definitely one of the latches that keeps it together. I'm not sure if there's more of them in there or not, but obviously on the backside here, we got a bullet hole zip straight through it. And again, we're gonna have to find a new way to hang it because that's where we were putting our string. But it did blow the doorknob off, but it still will not open. It still is shut somehow, so I'm not sure. Maybe there's a couple more latches down there or what. Let's shoot it again. If I wasn't so accurate with the 9mm, it probably would have made the video longer and more entertaining, because I have a feeling it's not gonna last too much longer. I mean, we knocked out the main latch that keeps that thing closed. So I don't know, let's see. Next up, we have the 357 SIG out of the Glock 23 with the conversion barrel. This is probably the loudest pistol I own. I think I hit it on the side a little bit. So there's our entrance hole from the 357 SIG right underneath the 9mm. And you can also see, it looks like that one kind of hit it at an angle as well. The frustrating part with this is because it's just hanging on this string right here, it's obviously, you know, rotating as I'm talking and setting up to shoot. So I hardly ever get a clean shot or a shot from the side. So a lot of these bullets are hitting it at an angle. Let's go around to the back side here. Oh yeah. So we definitely hit that one at an angle. You can see that it's actually not even an exit hole. It looks like the 357 SIG did not pass all the way through, but it went in towards the middle of the front side, and then on the back here it looks like it tried to come out way off to the side. So obviously we would have got a clean pass through. I assume we would have. I really don't know. We've never had one go through both sides because the 9mm hit our, you know, little combination door there, so we haven't had anything penetrate both sides yet. But I assume if that was a straight hit, the 357 probably would have went all the way through. I'll be curious to see if we can find that bullet when we do get this thing all the way open. Now, truthfully, I could probably take this down and pry it open from here. You can see that it is starting to split open a little bit, but I don't want to. I want to keep shooting it until we just completely explode it. So let's do it. So I brought out some rifles, but I think I might actually skip those because I don't want to just keep poking holes in it. I want to completely explode it. And I think this might do that for us. This is the Benelli Supernova 12 gauge shotgun, and we're gonna start with some number 4 buckshot. I think this is gonna do it. Oh my gosh. Well, that was about the coolest result we could have got. Oh my gosh. So it looks like the string that I used to tie it up is kind of holding it together on the top right here. You can see just how big that gap has gotten up there. I'm sure it would come apart if we took it down. But what's crazy is with that number 4 buckshot, of all those pellets, you can see that's a direct impact. A lot of them didn't even penetrate through the first layer, and none of them came out the back. You can see one of them right here came pretty close, but none of those pellets went all the way through. And again, it looks like only 3 or 4 of them even went through the first side. So like I said, I could probably cut this down right here and just take it apart. It looks like it's gonna come open, but I'm gonna shoot it with one more round and see if we can knock it off of there. Remington 1 ounce 12 gauge shotgun slug. This is a humongous piece of lead going pretty fast. So honestly, now I'm more curious to see if it will stop it than anything. It's more bulletproof than I thought it would be. I'm going for the top of it here. It blew a humongous hole in that thing. Wow. It's so funny with that string attached to it, watching it just fly around in circles every time I shoot it. I did not think the string would hold up that well. So, all right, here is our entrance hole. We obviously had a direct impact on that one. I made sure of it. And then on the back side here, that is our first official exit hole through both sides of this thing. So obviously you can see it's open. I think we probably could have got it open after the 357 SIG, definitely after the first shotgun load. And like I said, I brought out a bunch of rifles, but I wanted to go straight to the shotgun because I knew we were getting near the end of this thing. But it is more bulletproof than I thought it was gonna be. That did surprise me. So I'm gonna get out my knife and cut this thing down and we'll see if we can open it. All right, here's the moment of truth. We're gonna find out if we have anything in here. If there is, it's safe to say it's probably ruined, but here we go. Nope, completely empty. I figured it was. There's a bullet though. That must be our 357 SIG that I saw stopped on the inside of that thing, because the 9mm, remember, the 9mm punched out our little combo door there. We got some more copper jacket in here, and it looks like maybe another door hinge or something that was keeping it together. Got some of the frame falling apart right here. That was probably help holding it together. Let me check the other side. It's like digging for treasure in here. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of lead in here. And some metal parts. I assume that was keeping it together as well. But definitely a lot of lead. That's a bullet for sure. I'm not sure which one, maybe a piece of our buckshot or something. And the coolest one for sure is the 357 SIG right there. Completely intact. So, well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, this is possibly the most random video I've ever done here on the channel. I do not do this kind of stuff very often, but this is something I was gonna do with or without you guys, so I thought, why not bring you guys along for the ride? It was fun for me, so I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Unfortunately, there wasn't any treasure that I had hidden in that safe. I couldn't remember. Like I said, it's been so long since I've had that thing open that I honestly couldn't remember if I had anything in it, but I am impressed with how bulletproof it is. I did not expect it to be that bullet resistant. It stopped a lot of what we shot at it, and it just kept taking it. Like I said, it probably opened after the 3rd or 4th shot, but for the sake of entertainment, I just had to keep shooting it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. As always, if you liked the video, guys, hit that like button for me. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.